today's content is all about leaderboard grind with YarizardX submitting some really crucial battles. Today we're gonna check out a Ponyard team which is already getting melted by counters from Toxic Rock. So down we go, super easy, but not before we unleash the power of Ironhead. Now Dragalge can easily go in, and to be honest we're kinda glad that this happened because now Carbing at the back might have the upper hand. YarizardX has submitted these battles and has reached the number 64 worldwide, so this is looking pretty strong for this trainer and perhaps for you if you can take advantage of that. Right now we can survive pretty much anything that Virus can offer here, and right after we're just gonna go ahead and completely farm down without even sweating at all. What happens at the back? It is gonna be Marowak, and I think that the Rock Slide will be more than enough here to threat them in using some shields. Of course, right after we can still survive some moves of their own, so not only we're gonna keep those shields alive, but also we're gonna flex here with our Carbing. Another Bone Club that we can survive, kinda a big flex from our trainer, and the Rock Slide is coming up. The opponent doesn't put down because they're just gonna go ahead and stay in, but another Rock Slide, triple the Rock Slides from our Pokemon, and the farm down against the Dragon type. Let's go trainers, grabbing that sweet victory to start off the video. Against Human Catcher Bug now, who is kinda famous right now in Pokemon Go, and you're gonna see that we're having kind of a weird lead against this Dragalge, able to shield the Alcatel, and right after we're gonna get to our Night Slash against that Greninja. So Greninja is a problematic Pokemon overall for a lot of teams, and I really like it as well, so let's see how well we can go against this Pokemon because they have already taken two of our shields out of play. Another Night Slash is coming up. Our Pokemon is vamming up its attacks at super easily here, and now we're gonna go down to that Hydro Cannon. Doesn't matter because now we're both even without shields, but at the back they have a Steel type with access to a move like Confusion. So right here we're gonna take so much damage from the Iron Head, but we can still somehow survive it, while we can still respond back at them with the Rock Slide. This will put the Wormadam at a critical position at a point that perhaps the Dragalge can still finish them off. Right on the CMP, they're gonna press their Iron Head to finish us off. Pretty good counting by our opponent, and of course this is Human Catcher Bug, they know how to count of course, and Iron Head can be taken. But at the back now Dragalge returns, and we can hit them with a super effective outrage for the one shot. Let's get it trainers, and we're gonna win that famous lad. Into the next battle and now, and we're having kind of a bad lead against a Steel type, this time against Scizor. Our safe switch as always, shiny Ponyard, yeah that is a shiny as well, looking so good on its blue metallic uniform, and we're having now Toxapex on the switch. This is looking pretty promising for us because right here we can still get to those Night Slashes while resisting a lot those poison jabs. I also think that we can survive one brand with kinda ease, but let's see how our trainer and YarizardX of course will handle this threat. We're gonna take it, yeah this is looking pretty good for us, and right after we can still reach to a double Night Slash. If we can get the boost here, this can be even better for us, but as it seems we cannot do that, and another Night Slash, 4 or 5 in a row from our little guy. Then we go to the following bullet punches, but to be honest it doesn't matter at all. A double Dragon Tail to finish off Scizor, which is super classy. Even resisted damage is so much for this Pokemon, and now at the back they have Greninja. We can easily go ahead and completely farm down here without sweating at all and not revealing our Carbing for the end game. Into the next battle now. These battles are looking pretty good for our trainer, and as you can see here he is number 64 for a reason. So here comes now Aquatail against that Clefable, and the leaderboard grind is still going on pretty rough. As you can see, the opponents have a lot of counters to our teams, and of course another Aquatail at this point. Fairy types might be kinda bad for our team, especially with Ponyard at the back having nothing to throw at the than Iron Head, and to be honest, right now having this scissor up against us looks pretty good. So we're gonna respect the damage from a potential X scissor, but it ends up being just a Night Slash, which makes us think that perhaps now we can have the upper hand up against that Pokemon. Down they go, no shield at all, Clefable returns, and another Night Slash is coming up. This will deal lethal damage at this point to that Clefable, so they're kind of obliged in using their shield. This is looking pretty good for us, and still reaching to another one before fainting. Ponyard on Shiny is absolutely insane, not only by its looks but also with its pure power. So here we're gonna respect the damage from the Poison Fang. Makes kinda sense because we can somehow outspeed to that double Aqua Tail, but to my surprise here we're gonna go down, perhaps to YarizardX surprise as well, but it doesn't matter, we still have Carbing and we can farm down with kinda ease. Meteor Mass is gonna hurt us a lot, but we can still farm down right after with the remaining rock throws that we're gonna throw. So up against Greninja, this is looking finally for a good lead for our Pokemon, and I say finally because as you have seen, we have some really rough leads throughout the entire of this video. Let's see now on the switch, we're met up with a Chargeback. Seems like we're having the upper hand on any single scenario here, and another Discharge might come off, but still we can easily farm down in the process while we can push for that Greninja if it returns. However, our opponent here is having a Pokemon like this Nidoqueen, and of course they can get out of here with an nth power ready to go, but not before we can do a lot of damage back at them. Now Ponyard will return into the battle, and look at that trainer's Night Slash might be resisted, but still in combination with those Fury Cutters we can still do enough damage to threat them, and of course they have to use some shields in the process. We need to respect their own damage though with a simple Hydro Cannon, so we need to go for some shields before we throw our moves. Another Hydro is coming up, this time we are gonna take it and Ponyard is out of the way. Doesn't matter, Carping will go in. This is pretty smart because we make them switch out at this point and we can somehow have the upper hand over here. Predicting the Earth Power, for some reason we almost did not shield there, but of course we're gonna block at the final second and that will give us the victory because Dragalge is absolutely insane against a lot of teams in the meta of Halloween Cup. Now against this Toxapex, we're having kind of a weird lead, but still I believe that we can resist pretty much anything they throw, and a simple Outrage is just gonna dominate this Pokemon. So they are gonna take the Outrage and then switch out to their Frostlass. This is kind of a neat strategy, but to be honest, we still have Carping, which is an absolute beast in the meta. Even if they get here to the Shadow Ball, we can easily survive it and complete the farm down by not sweating at all with our shields. So here comes now the Rock Slide, and of course at the back the Toxapex will emerge first to finish us off with the energy that they have. This is still good news for us because we can get out of here with a decent amount of energy farmed up, almost an Outrage I believe. The Gang Shot from the Toxapex, I was not expecting the Trash Can, and right now the Aqua Tail on that Carbing. Unfortunately for us we cannot reach to another Aqua Tail, but still we have Ponyard which can deal so much damage with a simple Iron Head. They are gonna take it. Down they go with 2 shields remaining. Let's get with a flex, and now let's move forward into the final one. Greninja is kinda good for us, but still Night Slash is gonna hurt, especially the second one needs to be blocked no matter what if we want to have the upper hand, of course. So right here we're just gonna press the Aqua Tail, and as it seems we can survive 2 of those Night Slashes. IVs really matter on this matchup as it seems, and of course we can have kinda the upper hand against that Greninja, to my surprise of course. But anyways, now at the back they have Dustox, which is insane. Are you kidding me? Who is using Dustox? Even my trainer here, YarizardX, was renaming this clip, this special clip, who uses Dustox, and yeah, is that a Dustox? Yes it is. So we're just gonna go ahead and completely destroy it down with our Carbing, and of course right after we got the Rock Slide. Well played to our opponent because this is super high elo, and Dustox is an interesting choice. So right after Rock Slide will be caught by this Greninja, but as it seems we have the upper hand no matter what happens over here, because they have a Toxapex, we have a Ponyard, and I believe that even if they throw here the Brine, we can easily survive it. So let's get now to the Night Slash, and right after perhaps they will leave the battle, because this is gonna take a while. And yeah, here comes another move. What is happening? Come on, just top left this battle, and this is gonna be the end to this amazing video. Thank you YarizardX for submitting those battles. That was super entertaining, and congratulations for reaching so high on the leaderboards pretty much in the middle of the season. Thank you for watching, trainers, and for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel, and of course feel free to check out any of these two videos that might be of interest to you, and I will see you all into the next one.